they wouldn't let the black comedians perform. Only the top tier comedians perform every day of the week.
Gotcha.
And I was one of those guys. Me, I would perform in there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Me, George Wallace, people like that. And when those guys came, I'm getting ready to go up, guys. Y'all gonna get
go ahead.
Here we go.
Let's get hype.
Yeah, hype.
You got to love her, please her, and never tease her. You got, oh my, have a little tender.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Put your hands together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, you got to love her, please her, and never leave her. You got to. Give it up for Mr. Irvin McCoy.
Yeah, woo!
All the way. Oh, my God.
Hey, welcome to KROSS BARZ, the podcast where we discuss interesting topics while turning in perspective. I am your co-host, Big O. Have with me.
Hey, Jay Tanae's in the building with our legendary guest star comedian / actor /
writer.
Give it up for Mr. James Stephen III. Absolutely,
Yo, what's up?
All right, Mr. James Stevens. Now, some people may not know who you are, what you do. Now, I do because one, you were legendary. You were part of that iconic Deaf Comedy Jam. The first one with Martin Lawrence was there.
That's right, baby.
I like to say the original one with Martin Lawrence.
The original.
That's the real deal.
That's the real one. But before we get into that, let's start off with the just groundbreaking stuff. Where are you originally from?
I was born in Carolinas, and then I was my dad died when I was like 8. I was adopted, so I was lived in. I was on the East Coast, on the West Coast, Seattle, Washington. So North Carolina. Where about? Because I'm in Charlotte right now. Oh, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. I was Myrtle Beach.
Okay, all right. So
I was born about say an hour and 15 minutes away from here, because you're about in a small town called Dillon. I
know where Dillon, South Carolina is.
That's right, Darius Leonard.
Yeah, Dillon, South Carolina. Yeah, I got
That's
you.
Right.
Look. You know where Monk's Corner at?
I know Monk's Corner, right up there.
Okay, St. Stephen's. Look, I'm gonna walk you into it. St. Stephen's?
Yes, I got you.
Okay, all right.
I got you.
I got some in-law and my peoples down there. Alvin, South Carolina. Shout out to the community of Alvin. Absolutely. But you from North Carolina. Your father passed, and then you moved to Seattle. How was it like for you living in Seattle as a child?
Seattle, just a lot of white folk. You know what I'm saying? So I was raised around a lot of white people. So that's why, so a lot of comics be like, yo, man, why you be talking white? You know what I'm saying? They used to say I talk like I was white because I ain't go, yo, motherfuckers. So, hey, can I say this on y'all podcast?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Good.
However, you said it already.
I did. No, man. Like when I was on Def Comedy, because I was in Seattle, right? In Seattle, all the comedians were like, yo, you got to do this way. You got to do comedy that way, certain things.
Right.
And so I did comedy, my comedy was really sort of white bread in the beginning, and then I started working around the country, and then I moved to Los Angeles and everything changed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
all right. So growing up, you went to schools in Seattle. Were you like one of the kids that was into the grunge and depressing music and stuff like that?
Grunge came out like I think was like late 80s, early 90s or something like that. Yeah, and everybody was like killing themselves and all that, in Seattle. I don't know, man. They said people kill themselves because it rained. It rained a lot out there.
Yeah, because so cloudy.
They said that.
Yeah. It was like the black folk out there, man. They live in large, but they don't think they live in large because they watching TV, and they think they're oppressed. Like, because the white folk out there actually like black people. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw, they love black people out there, man, because they never seen a lot of us. Historically, a lot of us from slavery, we left from like down south and went through the Underground Railroad, that type of thing. And there was like, they would get on the ships in New Orleans and then go out to Seattle, Washington, and we worked on ships and stuff like that. So black folk, it's not a lot of black folk out there. and they really love black folk. It's different than the East Coast. It's different history, bro. Yeah. Okay. They're more racist toward the Indians than they are black people.
Goodness gracious, that's awkward.
Yeah, okay, so just letting you know. No, I get it. So there's a lot of pimps out there. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I'm just letting you know.
I like that.
A lot of pimps. A lot of pimps out there. A lot of pimps. Well, more pimps when I was younger. Oh, you go to Vancouver because you drive. Canada was 129 miles away. None but pimps. None but pimps. From DC, New York, whatever, man, they were pimping.
Oh my
I'm telling you, man.
Wow, I got that. I'm
okay, that's on my list right now. That's really on my list to meet a Vancouver pimp.
Look, dude, man, there was a lot of pimps there, man. There was a street called Riches on Riches. They call it Dicks on Dicks.
Riches on Riches and Dicks.
No, Riches on Ricks. So what happens is like about 2:00 in the morning, some of the finest women you ever see in your life was walking the streets, and all the brothers were pimping. Wow. Seriously. Oh.
Wow.
And you know what, like I'm dressing pretty smooth right here. So when I go in the clubs in Vancouver, right? So the white, can I say this? White hoes. Anyway, they would come up to us. they would come up to us and they say, they're like, I want to work for you. I'm like, you want to work for me? What do you mean you want to work for me?
You was chosen. You were chosen.
They thought I was a pimp. I wasn't a pimp. I was just performing. Had on my hat and everything like that because I want to work for you.
Wow.
And the brothers that I meet out there, they go, let me tell you something. Blood. I came up here with $25, bro. Let me tell you. By the end of the month, I had on 6 sheets and I'm driving a Lamborghini. I'm telling you.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
I know you probably wouldn't think you want to get in this kind of conversation.
I'm digging it. It's Cross Bars.
You're going to put us in a whole other track, but I'm going to try to keep us to the course. Man, you keep going. You keep going.
No, I'm just saying because black folk don't understand, man. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom in the Carolinas, I say, this ain't your home. It's where the boat landed. You got to go. You got to live where you feel you're free. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do anything you want. But on the West Coast, man, it was, think about it. You in Charlotte, right? Absolutely. How many places in Charlotte where you go to a job or you working with some white folk and most of the time they look at you and they go, hey, you want to come over to the house and have some tea with me and my family?
It's for tea.
Yeah, but in Seattle, it happened like that all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's a different vibe.
I have family there. I actually never been to Seattle. I do want to visit Seattle though.
Oh, you gotta love it, man.
Okay, so tell me, like, from you going to Seattle, being around the white folks that like black people. Now, in high school, what were you? You were outgoing. You was kind of shy. Or
high school, I was all that.
You was in a band. You was in a band, right?
I was in the band by like 8th grade, 8th and 9th. I played trumpet. Okay. And then after that, I played football. I was the first black quarterback. So played quarterback, and then I played point guard on the basketball team. So I was pretty smooth.
So you was in the band. You played point guard. You was a quarterback. All right, now they must have not liked you because I see you probably smashed all types of white women now. It looked like you got white women in your blood.
Oh no, man! I got black women that I got sisters that act like white women. That's the same thing.
All right. Okay.
All these sisters, man. I was married 3 times, and all 3 times high-powered black women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
All right.
My wife now is a chancellor of a college.
Okay, let's keep that quiet because they might find out she's married to you.
Great. That's great. A chancellor of a college.
We're gonna leave that alone. They might be like, So now you all everything. So what was your projection? You were going to college. You said I'm going to the military, or you just said I'm gonna just see life.
I did both. I did military and college,
Okay.
What branch of the military?
I did 2 branches. I did Air Force and Army. I was an officer.
How in the world did you do that?
Wow. I did all that. I was a full-time student. I went to school at Georgetown in my undergrad because I was going to school while I was in the service. And that's where I met Sinbad. You were serving your service, man?
Yes. Excuse me, sir. Did you say you went to Georgetown University?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait.
When I was in school.
Okay, stop. We ain't gonna gloss over that. That is not something easy to do. Just getting to Georgetown.
When I okay, this was what happened when I was stationed. I was in the military. So you're in the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had scholarships out of high school all over the place.
Okay.
And so, but I sort of messing around, wasn't doing what I was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And because I thought I was all that.
Okay.
And so that's what made me go to the military. So when I left the military, I went to the military, then I got stationed, like Andrews Air Force Base. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I was really bright. So they let us go to school. So I was going to school full time and in the military at the same time.
Okay.
So that's why I went to school. And then after that, I went back to Seattle. He's talking about my education. That's why my wives are attracted to me, because of my education. And it's sort of weird. I don't like to go there. They always because they always look like, oh my God, he went to college. He did all this stuff. I did a lot of stuff.
Yes, and we want to talk about it. We want to try to get to a lot of it, because you gloss clean over Georgetown. You don't even, I
don't talk about it a lot. I don't talk about, I don't even talk about my military. The first time I even really, when I'm doing interviews on television, I don't even talk about my military. And a lot of times it's just because it's so far behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I also have, like I said, I have a PhD in divinity and stuff like that. And
I saw you with the seminary.
And I don't hardly talk about it, because it's all behind. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of cats talk about the education.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really talk. I'm really creative. I'm a creative. I always create stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
I got the only Your Mama joke artwork, and and in the country, in the world, probably.
Your Mama artwork joke.
I got your. If it's gonna be noisy, but I'll walk around there like
no,
because it'll be too noisy for you.
Yeah, because I really want to discuss you.
You gotta see
I
it.
promise you. No, because you're like right now.
Go.
Can you see me? Hold on, we doing this thing because
we're doing it. I love it.
You guys can see me, right? So I'm walking. You know what I'm saying? Here I go. I'm walking through my theater.
I see the people
through the Asher theaters out in Myrtle Beach.
Because I got we rolling through everything, so you guys can see this. It's quiet now anyway. Right quick, you guys can see some of the artwork on the wall. So now here we go. So first of all, here's some of the people. If you look, you can see it, right?
Yep, I can see it. You had the way, but no, keep it right there. All the people that came through. When you go to South Carolina, they go to the Asher Theater and Crazy Horse. That's the only two places people go. That's it. Ain't too far from each other either. It's like bang, bang.
Temptations right there. So that's me singing with the Temptations right there.
Singing with the Temptations.
Yeah, and that's Maya Angelou up there. See Maya Angelou right there?
I see you.
Yes, I seen her with
Godmother. The Godmother.
Yeah.
You got to put respect on her name. That's the Godmother
over there. See that?
Okay, that's
so I'm taking
now. You got next to Oprah. How you do that with Stedman over there, knowing that you're a smart, educated man?
That's it. You see there? See my art on the wall.
Oh, I see that. You sound look like you got some money somewhere, man. Got some money somewhere. It looked like you got some money somewhere.
Nah, man. If you come by one of these pieces of art, see this piece of art. This is a popular one here. Your mom. This is your mom. See this one here?
Yeah.
Says your mama's so old she was a waitress at the Last Supper. See that one?
It's really your mama artwork. It's really your mama.
Yeah. Look at it on the wall. All over the wall. This one here.
That. Look. Hey, yo, we gotta go. I gotta go there. I never been. We gotta make it.
Your mama butt so big, she got 3 back pockets. Look, your mama butt so big, she got 3 back pockets. How you like that?
You got your mama artwork.
Here you go, right here. Yeah, your mama's so stupid, took her 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes. You know what I
Did you draw that? Are you an artist? Did you draw that?
Yeah, I'm an artist. Yeah, that's my artwork. What in the world?
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's bars. He gets bars on those.
So now you like, okay, wait a minute.
See this? That's me and Sinbad over there. Yeah, that's Condoleezza Rice up there. See the Connie?
Oh, wow. We got you. Love that.
That's me and Sinbad right here. One of my best friends. He was in the Air Force. He was in the Air Force together. They were in the Air Force.
Oh, okay. Because I heard that.
And so he got a stroke. He had a stroke, massive stroke now, bro.
Yeah, I know that he was sick. Yeah.
I met Sinbad like 10 years ago. I met Sinbad.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends. So you see Jennifer Aniston right there.
Yeah.
That's Jennifer Aniston there. So
yeah, designing women. Got you.
Yeah. Not designing women.
I wasn't designing women.
Nah. Jennifer Aniston from Friends.
Friends. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? That
I'm gonna walk on stage with y'all. Yeah, we're not gonna get off. I'm gonna walk on stage because I gotta go on.
Yes. I love it.
So,
woohoo!
So you guys getting the
first rate cross bars. You know, we're going. This is the first. So, Mr. Stevens, this is the first time Cross Bar has ever been live with a guest. So we loving it. We eating it up.
So you guys get it live, so y'all can edit that. So it's all good.
Yeah.
But no, so I'm back now in my dressing room, sir.
Okay.
See,
it's
Michael Jordan.
You got the Jordan jersey.
When LeBron passed Kareem, you gonna put a LeBron up there?
Nah, man, I'm not about LeBron. They tell you from that other era.
What you talking about? This is the greatest of all time.
This is the greatest basketball player right here.
He's the greatest marketed player.
I'm with you, Mr. Stevens. I'm with you.
He's the greatest marketed. He just had Nike behind him. LeBron is the greatest ever.
LeBron don't want.
Think about it. You can't tell me LeBron got more. He got more points.
Not Kareem.
He got more rebounds, more assists. And then you said this other guy back. That ain't fair.
You remember that's the famous one John Starks dunked on him right here.
Oh yeah,
Michael.
Yeah. Him and Grant, Horace Grant.
Yeah. So I did a gig with John Starks and he gave me that. He autographed it for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
So right now,
I collect stuff. Huh? Go ahead.
So right now you're running the Asher Theater, correct? Are you the owner?
Well, I got people that run it,
now?
but yes, I'm here. So I'm the owner. I'm the owner. What I'm the owner. So there's a show going on.
Oh yeah. Okay, when I come down there, I'm stopping to see you. So when Big O come there, I'm like, yo, wait a minute. I know Mr. Stevens. I know they call you Sir because you signed a check. Mr. Stevens.
I be writing some checks, man.
Yeah. So they call you Mr. Stevens. They ain't calling you James. I know what they smell. They call you.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's like I'm like Bernie Mac down here, crazy man. Let me tell you something. Uncle Bernie's up in here. I'm running this motherfucker, man.
And that's a question I had too. When it comes to impressions that you're doing, like how do you just are able to do that? Is that a practice or how do you remember that and really mimic it like that?
Well, what you have to do is to get the pudding and put it in the pan. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I want to get the blue pill and mix it with the red.
Oh, you say.
Hold on.
You're finding his answers.
I was reaching for the Jell-O pudding and my hand slipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to stay somewhat on track. All right. Go ahead. After the military, we went to school. Did school. You did the thing. You're super smart. Intelligent.
I was doing stand-up and stuff like that. So matter of fact, what happened is Sinbad was doing comedy like in Florida, and I was doing comedy in Seattle. Like Seattle has, they have the San Francisco Laugh Off,
Gotcha.
And in San Francisco Laugh Off, people like Robin Williams and all those people, the greats, where they were doing comedy down in San Francisco, but Seattle's connected to San Francisco. So it was like out of 100 people from around the country, I got into this comedy competition and I came in like fifth.
Okay.
And then, so I started doing comedy around the country. Then we did it again, got in fourth. Did it again, came in third, and we're like someone really
determination
comedians that white comedians that was really, really funny. They were, they were in the competition. So after I got third place, I said, yo, man, I'm moving. Y'all don't want to give a black man because if you win it, then you go you go to San Francisco, you get TV shows, you can get stuff like that. So I moved straight to Los Angeles.
Okay.
So you've been to the Laugh Factory?
Oh yes, the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles. Yeah. So now you guys are probably watching like Fat Tuesdays and all that stuff, and then they got a Laugh Factories. Like I was an LA comedian when I was a matter of fact on the 7th which was what, night before last. I supposed to have been for the 50 years of comedy in Los Angeles, because on the 20th year anniversary, Richard Pryor brought me on stage. And in the LA Times says I was the most funniest and freshest guy at the Comedy Store. Yes. And I'm going to talk to you about that. So you watched this whole thing with you see the thing with Guy Torrey right now?
Yeah, I watched that
Netflix.
on Netflix.
You got like a Netflix
special. I did watch it. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So, but they sort of slanted the whole truth of that, because the fact that the reason why they got fat Tuesdays and stuff like that, because Missy Shore, they wouldn't let the black comedians perform. Only the top tier comedians perform every day of the week.
Gotcha.
And I was one of those guys. Me,
wow.
I would perform in there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Me, George Wallace, people like that. And when those guys came, I'm getting ready to go up, guys. Y'all gonna get
go ahead.
Here we go.
Let's get hype.
Yeah, hype.
You got to love her, please her, and never tease her. You got. Oh, man, have a little tender.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Put your hands together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you got to love her, please her, and never leave her. You got to. Give it up for Mr. Irvin McCall.
Yeah, woo!
All the way. Oh my God. Guys, I'm on national TV right now. I'm on national TV right now. Look, national TV. Everybody say hello. Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it good? I got to. You gotta love her, squeeze her, and never leave her. You gotta please her, or she'll leave you. Better have a little tenderloin. Y'all good? Y'all having fun? You gotta have some tenderloin, y'all. Y'all good? All right, that's good. I'm seriously, I'm talking to people. They interviewing me as I talk to y'all. They crazy. You don't believe it? Come on up here, white woman. Then come up here. She talking about, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm talking to Will Smith right now. Will, how you doing?
Oh, good.
Hey, Will, how you doing, Will? You want to see
good.
Will? Look, they don't believe I'm talking to Will Smith, man. Come on. You don't believe it, do you? You don't believe it.
That's funny.
I'm talking to Bill Cosby. I didn't do it. That's good. So you guys good? Did you have fun first half, like the first half? Well, those guys good. Second half gonna be better. Second half. I might show up in the second half, but I'm on an interview. So I'm with my friends. I'm interviewing. Look, hey, look at that. You don't believe it, do you, white girl? Come on, you wanna be on TV? Come up here. Come on up here. Come on, white woman. White woman, get up, white woman. Come over here.
Come on, lady. We're on KROSS BARZ.
There you go.
Up.
See, look at her. There you go. Say hello.
Hey!
You know, you don't look that good on TV.
She didn't believe it.
You got to get some makeup or something. You ain't got, you a really white woman. You know that, right? I mean, you were white. I looked on this thing. You were so white. You know, you're so white. You wear a red necklace. You look like a tube sock. You know how white you are? Girl, you so white. If Casper the Friendly Ghost saw you, he went, oh, shoot. That's good.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Are y'all ready? Y'all have fun? Now, listen, you guys gonna have to go. I'm doing an interview right now. You guys got to go out there and buy my tickets. I'm every Friday night at 7:30. You can buy tickets for your friends and family. Get them at half price. Sell them back to your friends for full price. 7:30. Wasn't it good that first half? Okay. Well, look, I'll be back and I'll be in the second half somewhere. I think I'm doing Lionel Richie. I done told y'all. See you. Bye.
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
So there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Cross bars.
Okay.
Cross bars jamming tonight, y'all. You guys are
yeah.
doing like a live interview. You know, you wasn't even expecting it. You know what I'm saying?
No, you wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
You had all the questions. You would ask me all the questions. Look at Michael Jackson. Get ready for the second half. That's Michael Jackson. Get on TV, Michael. Look at Mike. Yeah.
Oh,
Michael with a beard. Look at Mike.
With a beard, huh?
Michael
with a beard.
Nah, he can dance. He opens up the first half of doing Michael Jackson. His brother could dance. So he dressed like Mike. All right, I'm back.
All right. Back.
Get a breath, get your breath. Hey, I appreciate that so much. That was super dope.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Like moms maybe go, I don't want no old man. Only thing an old man can do for me is tell me where a young man is.
Absolutely.
That lady's face, I didn't think she thought you were for real. She was like,
I told her she was so white. She's white, pasty.
It's like a tube sock.
She looked like George Washington. That's what you look like.
Oh my goodness. So now we gonna keep on. Look, we're gonna stay on this road now.
All right, let's go.
All right, so now listen. You're out there. You go to LA. Now
go to
talking
LA.
about they being a little funny. They being a little funny acting.
1987, I moved to Los Angeles.
You moved to 87. Oh, that's the prom. That's prom because Richard is leaving and Eddie is ascending. So now everyone is trying to be like, Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Now we have
trust me, everywhere I go, every time I go on audition, they goes, we want an Eddie Murphy type.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, every time you go on an audition, they want Eddie Murphy. So I go on audition, I go, now this is good. Look at me, I'm going deep in the camera. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Way down in the jungle deep. Way down in, you know what I'm saying? So Eddie was ruling at the time. Yeah. He was.
Yeah,
and then that's when Living Color came out.
Yeah.
And I probably would have been on a Living Color, but Keenan and all these guys were there. They didn't know me. Like they knew all the rest of the guys that were there. Tommy Davidson was in town at the Comedy Store, but I was just coming in there, right? And so I had to audition for a Living Color, which was great. I wish I could have gotten it because, I knew all the guys. Keenan, Jennifer Lopez used to everybody hung out at the Comedy Store. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why I was telling, we were talking about the Comedy Store before this, is that they didn't really they wanted to make it look good, but, the reason why they had Fat Tuesdays, which was a great thing that happened for them, but we used to have a Monday night at the Comedy Store, and Eddie Murphy was coming on Monday nights. Eddie Murphy would come in and sit in. They look at all the new comedians and stuff like that. And then Eddie would go up, and people would stand up and clap for 10 minutes. Wow. That's how good he was. He would come. That's when he was wearing the suits, the red suits and the blue suits. Oh yeah,
I still got the calendar somewhere.
And he would come up there. He'd be like, nah, you guys know, he was doing all that stuff. And Missy Shore would always I would always follow him, because I could sing and do all the impressions and stuff. So she would like, let James follow Eddie. That's the way she talks. So everybody has a Missy Shore impression. If you ever come out to LA, she would go, James got to follow Eddie. And so and then Eddie Griffin wasn't out there yet. Eddie Griffin came maybe a few years after that. Okay. And Eddie Griffin came out like he was stealing. He had stole all of it. Richard Pryor, he was doing all Richard Pryor's material.
Oh, wow.
And, he was a thief, the biggest thief on the planet.
You see my eyes like, huh?
I'm like, I almost
if you want it raw, I'll give it to you raw. That's the way it was.
Hey, I mean, it's the truth. We want facts. We need bars.
Yeah, that's why I told he was a thief. He was a thief doing Richard Pryor stuff. Then people used to get on his case about, yo, I'm on an interview. Yeah, so anyway, I'm on an interview. So yeah. So when they so this is gonna be really cool. Y'all edit this. I'm like, I'm on an interview. So then so I watched everybody, like me, Damon Wayans and I, we used to hang out and sit on the Comedy Store steps and talk about comedy and all that stuff. And Damon has just got off of Saturday Night Live. So he because he got fired off of Saturday Night Live.
Wait a minute. Prior, he was on the showcasing. Because he was probably one of the best ones. It was Chris Rock,
the new comedians.
New comedians.
It was Barry Sobel. That's when was Dice Clay was discovered.
Andrew Dice Clay was one. He was a little tamer. He was tamer on that one. Then he got real.
He goes, there you go. Jack and Jill went up the hill. They both had $1.25. Jill came back with $2.50.
Absolutely. So So Living Color was right there. Then Hollywood Shuffle around that time.
Hollywood Shuffle, they didn't know me as well. Like Jimmy Woodard. You know Jimmy Woodard? Jimmy Woodard, he was with Robert Townsend. The beginning of Hollywood Shuffle, the two of them are going, yo, man, that's not believable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Jimmy Woodard lived in my apartment building because I moved to it called the Ho-Ho House. It was all comedians. J. Anthony Brown. Yeah, called the Ho-Ho House.
Brown. Okay.
Yeah.
So so you right around that time, that's when I actually really enjoyed it because it really meant that you had to be you had to have made some rounds and you had to go through something and to stand on that stage. Like now you could just be an internet, man.
And that's what.
Hey, what's your take on that? Yeah, what's your take on that between the old school and the new school?
Because these guys, they're funny. They do a lot of really cool stuff. Like this guy from down this way, I guess. I don't know. One of them is Undertaker and the other. But anyway, I mean, you can be interviewing people and doing funny stuff, but that's not going on stage and being funny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I traveled around the country 10 years doing stand-up before I got my first TV appearance. You know what I'm saying? But all these guys, I mean, really, seriously, put us in the same room and see what happens. There's a lot of pros that never used to like me going on the road with them because I had a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? Doing my impressions, and they used to say, "Man, he ain't funny, man. He ain't funny because he sings all the time doing impressions." I say, "Yeah, but I got a TV show. It's like AJ Jamal. You know AJ Jamal?
Yeah, absolutely.
He did Living Color. Like AJ Jamal now is still one of the funniest dudes on the planet. But people, like Tiffany Haddish, when she did a new comedian, she should have put like AJ Jamal on there because this dude ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying?
He's not a new comedian. Like AJ Jamal, it got 30 years.
Yeah, but they put like a lot of old school guys.
That was true.
On.
She did.
It was everybody was old school. True. She didn't put no really young comedians on there.
That is true.
So, but it's sort of hard to find young comedians because it's like, what the hell are they? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before
social media.
You go to, you always wish, that you get a Laugh Factory, and in New York you have so many places that have open mics on Tuesdays. And and you go up there and hopefully you catch lightning in a bottle. I remember myself, I saw Chris, what's the Chris Rock's younger brother? Tony Rock. Tony Rock. Yeah, I saw Tony, and he was in the cellar, and I was sitting there like, he looks like Chris Rock. And he said,
he was at the cellar? Was he at the cellar?
He was in the cellar. Yeah. So I was like, the Comedy Cellar. I was sitting there looking like, okay. And then he's gone, but he was like, yeah, this is my 4th time on stage. So, you gonna give me this time because I got bills to pay,
that's the spot. Yeah. If you go to the cellar right now, if you want to see Dave Chappelle, go to the cellar. You want to meet Chris Rock? Yeah, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle are always at the cellar. Like when Chris Rock did when Dave Chappelle did his he was there at Radio City Music Hall for a whole month, right? Yeah. And so I just happened to be in New York City. I go to the cellar and I so I run. Everybody's trying to chase Dave Chappelle down, and Dave's, I've been knowing Dave since he was 14. So Dave was like, "Yo," he was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" So he said, "Listen, I'm filming tomorrow night. I want you to come to the Radio City Music Hall." So I came to Radio City Music Hall and hung out with him while he was filming the special. And because he has like mad props. We used to have the same management out in very what's his name, Katz out in LA. And then that was my first time meeting Damon Wayans' son.
Okay.
Like, Damon Wayans Jr. Yeah. Because Damon Wayans Jr. was like, he was I do too. I hadn't seen Damon for a long time, right? So, and I haven't seen him since he didn't have a baby. Wow. So Damon Wayans Jr. we met at the Radio City Music Hall taping with Dave. And so I'm like, yo, your dad and I used to be tight. He says, what's your name? I said, James Stevens III. He called Damon on the phone. Wow. And put Damon on the phone with me. I said, yo, what's up, dog? He said, yo, I see you met my sperm. So
my sperm.
Wow.
He's a good dude, man. Yeah, he's a good dude.
His niece, I think out of their children, like Keenan, Damon, and them, they have a niece. She's doing the tours right now. She's making her way around. I forget her last name, but her name is Kashanta Waynes.
You know what? I haven't met her, you know, because I'm in my own thing. I'm doing my thing, what I do. But I have not met her like a lot, you know, and I don't hang out in LA and New York like I used to.
Yeah.
But I love to meet the young comedians and stuff like that, you know, ones that are really cutting their teeth. Like when Sean and Marlon came to LA, they were the worst comedians you ever seen in your life.
Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you know, they were, Sean and Marlon was like, you ever been sitting on the toilet, took a shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No.
We saw nepotism even in Living Color. It was like,
oh my God.
Hold on, wasn't you the DJ?
Like, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, do you have any of, or your kids or any of your kids in that vein of comedy or entertainment? Not any?
I have three children. My daughter is oldest. She's a senior vice president of a Fortune 500 company. She lives out in Seattle. And my son I got one son that's a school teacher in Las Vegas, and then my baby boy went to NYU, so he's sort of in show business where he has his own shoes called Masego, and he has a shoe company and he works for Apple Music. That's it. That's all I got.
I just looked it up.
Now I got a stepson though. If you want to check out him, he hangs out with the Kardashians all the time. His name is Carter Gregory.
Carter Gregory. Okay.
Carter Gregory. Check him out. So he's
okay.
I raised him.
Two first names now. That's
he's the one. Carter Gregory. He's the one that I don't know what you call the girl she was dating the rapper, and she kissed him.
That's
but
all
you know,
of it. That's all of it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Carter Gregory. Check him out. He's famous on Instagram.
Okay, Instagram fame.
I think you're talking about Kendall.
Yeah, he's like actually he's the head of A&R at Capitol Records.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. So when he was a kid, he was little, he'd always be dancing to Beyonce.
Okay.
I don't think
wait a minute. So what about you? You got a son there. So now what about you making a comedy album? Bring the old school back, bring the comedy albums, because you know they still win Grammys for that. And people were talking about that. You know,
really
Mike made a thing. Yeah, he made a big thing saying, they just giving Grammys away for albums. You know, who's making comedy albums? I was like, got a point. Because back in the 70s, well, I was like a little infant, but they had, you had to leave the room and adults would put on albums because it wasn't on TV.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Yeah, who's going on next?
You're going on after Tammy.
They're coming up now. Guys, I'm going to have to really jump this time.
All right.
Okay.
Listen.
You want me to call you back? I got to go. I got to do Lionel Richie, man.
We're going to have to schedule a different time.
You got to do it another time. I love you guys.
Yes, I love it.
But this was fun, though, right? This was fun.
It was.
Absolutely fun.
Let me go. I got to go dress up like Lionel Richie. I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, see you later. Peace. So, guys, we thank you for Coast Guard James Stevens. I think he's still on. It looks like he's still on, but he's actually getting busy doing what he does. So, James Stevens III, you can actually find him on Instagram. You can find him on Twitter, and you can find him at the Asher Theater in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. All right, and we're going to have a part 2 of this. We're going to bring him back on. We're still going to post this, and I think it's going to be great. Really good information, and that's all we got. So thank you so much. Come back again, KROS BARZ. We got bars. Peace.